It took a goal line stand at the very last second, but the Buena defense held strong and held on to a big win to get the first win of the season against Cienega in week 1. And now, before Buena makes the trip to Skyline, 2 straight away games to start off the season, we're checking in with Coach Thomas here on this episode of the Buena Pregame, brought to you by the Morse Automotive Group. Sierra, Vista, and Cochise County are backed by Morse. Coach Thomas, thanks so much for your time today. I know how busy it is, and you guys are ready. What's it like actually to start the season with 2 away games? Is there a different mentality going into something like this before we talk about last week and talk about tomorrow night?
Well, when you get to be the type of caliber team that you want to be able to play well on the road. You want to be able to play well at home. So to start the season off, away on the road and get a win, that's excellent. And then you just keep going with that momentum. It's nothing new to us, right? Kind of like if you started your first game off at home, you have the back and you have all the momentum. Then you go to an away game. So going back to back on games at this point in time with this group that we have we're fine with it as long as we get to play every week, and we want to get better every week. So we are fine with the back-to-back games.
Let's talk about the ways that you were able to get better after that first win. It was like the tale of 2 halves, basically. There was the first half, and then there was the second half where a lot didn't go anywhere near as smoothly as the first half. What was the difference between it, and what does it say about your team having that tenacity to be able to hold on for literally a goal line stand to end that game?
Yeah, well, I mean, there was a few different aspects to it. I mean, of course, we came in hyped up. It's kind of like that rivalry. We know that we beat them last year here at Buena. We hadn't beat them at Cienega before, so I think our guys are kind of hyped up, excited about that. They didn't look great on film, so our guys kind of, thought going in like, hey, you know what, are we just going to blow them out or what it's going to be? So when we came out excited. We executed the way that we needed to. We didn't get off the field a lot on 4th down, so that was some of the things that we let that quarterback scramble a little bit too much, and then he threw for some yardage that we didn't want him to throw for. But that was the first time that we actually played 4 quarters, right? In our scrimmage, we had 20 plays our varsity guys had. I can condition them as much as I want, but until they play 4 quarters of football, running, passing, blocking, catching, special teams, all that good stuff, they're not going to know what it feels like. We had a lot of guys going both ways. They stuck it out, and at the end of the game, when they were the most tired, they played some tough football. The other Cienega had 1st and goal from the 6, and they, with a minute left to score, and we shut them down on 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down, and then they end up finishing it out, and, we won the game. So I'm excited for our guys. And I mean, that's just, they're tired. A lot of guys went both ways. A lot of line went both ways. And so our condition isn't that bad, right, because they were able to bounce back. Now, they did take some plays off because of being tired, but after they took a play or 2 off, then it was like they were good to go. But we don't want them taking any plays off. So we beefed up the conditioning a little bit more this week. After you guys watch our film, you'll see a lot better conditioned Buena team.
Well, we're looking forward to seeing them tomorrow. So you take the road trip to Skyline. Skyline is 1-0. You guys are 1-0. So battle of undefeateds early on in this season. And what's the game plan going in? What have you been scouting from Skyline or seeing some things that you can take advantage of?
Well, number one, we always talk about Buena football, right? And we looked at everything that we could have done better. So if we just clean up what we didn't do well last week, we win the game. Just clean up what we didn't do well, we win the game. If these guys come in and they want to clean up what they did last week and they bring a lot of energy and hype with it, then I think the game's going to go in our favor, and it's going to stay in our favor, and we're going to be able to finish it out. Going back to the first game, being able to have that momentum and doing well, and then the momentum shifting, and then us coming back strong. What we want to do this game, we want to start strong. We want to maintain that. Get off the field when we need to, continue to move the ball, and then we want to finish strong. So that way, that big point deficit that we have, we want to make sure that we keep that big margin up, and then we play the game. If it comes down to the last play or the last drive of the game, we were already battle tested because we did that and we won last week. So, but we don't want it to come down to that.
Sure.
All the guys, I think, it was consistent around the program that there was that letdown, and we felt like we should have beat them by 2 or 3 scores, and we should have been able to maintain that. So we cleaned up a lot of stuff this week, slowed some stuff down for these guys. Week 1's over, right? Yep. Week 1, there's upsets, there's ups and downs, there's everything, but now week 1 is over. Everybody's had a game under their belt, so now you're going to start seeing a lot of what these teams are really about, and nobody is the best that they're going to be week 1. You hope. Right? Every week.
I don't know. You guys look pretty great in that first half. I mean, my gosh. It was like all cylinders firing. It looked like you guys just picked up right where you left off last season.
But we need to maintain that, though. So we want to this week. We want to obviously jump in. We want to do what we got to do. We want to maintain that. The big plays that the defense made, we want to make those all game. The big plays the offense made, we want to make those all game and clean up some things. So I'm excited about the week. And then Skyline, it's nice. having that opponent that is unknown. We never played them
I was
before.
going to say, is there a history there? I don't even
Nope.
know if there was.
There's no history. They're a team up in Mesa. They beat a mediocre Dobson team, I felt. And the simple fact that our guys like, well, we didn't play them last year. We haven't played them this year. Our guys are taking a little more seriously. And on Tuesday, it's our competition Tuesday. We talked about, we don't know what those guys are training like. So we want to out train them. We want to out prepare them and want to be prepared. So it's exciting that we don't know much about them as far as we haven't played them. They have some good athletes on their team. They have a couple of big guys that are going to do some things for them, but we don't mind the challenge, right? We are with our schedule. We got to play tough games every year and every week. So we're excited about the challenge, and they're another team on our schedule. And the plan is to go 1-0 this week.
Exactly, and not looking beyond tomorrow night, right. Just making sure you go get business done, and then week 2 is over, and it's on to week 3.
Keep on moving, yes, sir. Exactly, same regimen, right? You keep and keeping the kids focused in that. I mean, there's so many other distractions out there, but this is a special group behind us, and I'm excited for them, and we're looking forward to clean up some things. And the week's gone by really fast, and good things coming for tomorrow.
Well, and then today went by fast because the kids ended up getting out of school a little bit early because of the air conditioning issues that were going on that we reported on first thing this morning.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's probably great to be outside and nice cool air.
And I told them, I said, hey, we live in Arizona. Yeah. I'm sure at some point in time somebody's AC went out in their car, somebody's AC went out in their house, or the power went out, right? So it's like, guys, not so long ago we're up there practicing. It's 102 or 105.
It literally was just a couple weeks.
Our shoulder pads on, our helmets are on. So football players like, oh yeah, we could have survived, but they were complaining in the building too. So they made the call that they need to make, and I'm sure these guys are excited to be outside now. But it's Arizona, man. It's going to be hot. We play in Phoenix tomorrow. It could be super hot. But no, my thing was is it kind of throws them off their regimen. I said, hey, don't come out to practice sluggish today because they're teenagers. They get thrown off their routine. It could be a little different. It's all about routine. Some of them might have went home and slept the whole time, and then now they come back a little sluggish. Where if they were in school, so hopefully we don't come out sluggish today. I think we'll be all right though.
Well, we don't want to take any more of your time, but we're looking forward to seeing you go 2-0 tomorrow night up at Skyline. The long drive up there and taking off early and getting up there and making sure that 12:30. That's an early leave time to get to your call time, supposedly. But I think it's going to be great, and we're excited. I know that'll be, covered here on Cool FM Live, man. This is what we're all about, covering these games and making sure, that Buena's there, along with every other game, home and away, all season long on the Cool Zone that you can see. But Coach Thomas, congratulations on the getting that first win out of the way right off the bat, and what an amazing stand by the goal line. I was watching it as it happened live on Cool FM Live, and listening to John and Jared freak out. I think Jared had some sort of aneurysm as he was screaming at that last second. But yeah, I was a little worried for him. A little worried. I was like, hey, Coach Thomas, I was going to call you up and say, hey, can you get like the medic on the field? Get them up there and have them look at Jared. I'm a little worried about the guy, but no, I mean, it was exciting, and to come off with a win like that. What better way to do it? Obviously, you want to win by three scores or something, but I mean, having the defense hold and making sure the tie doesn't happen and go on and do it. So we can't wait to see you do it again at Skyline tomorrow. Coach, thank you so much for joining us here today. Thank you for watching this episode of Buena Pregame, brought to you by the Morse Automotive Group, Sierra Vista, and Cochise County, backed by Morse. Make sure you share this video around, like this video, and let us know in the live chat, will you be watching the Cool Zone tomorrow night? Will you be watching the Buena game on Cool FM Live tomorrow night? It's all happening right here. Every single game, every single high school in Cochise County, home games, away games, all of them right here on Cool FM Live. And be sure to check out me in the Cool Zone, going to all these different games, throwing to it. It's like the Red Zone, except much worse. But I mean much better. That's what I meant to say, because I'm there. But Coach, can't wait to see it, and congratulations again on that first win. Let's go 2-0, man. Let's make it happen. Love you. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day. Go Colts, and we'll talk to you again soon.